The latest development now from Russia's war on Ukraine. This is day 90, marking 3 months of death, destruction, and defiant resistance from Ukrainians. This is video this morning showing evacuation from Slavyansk. The city straddles a strategic north-south highway in the Donbass and is seen as a key goal for Russian forces. Some of the front lines are now less than an hour's drive away. In this morning's update, Ukraine's military says heavy fighting is now happening to the east, the north, and the south of the city. Salima Shivji is in London with the very latest on what we're hearing out of Ukraine. The UK Defence Ministry, Salima, is giving its latest update this morning and highlighting what could be a key fight in the battle for the Donbass. What do we watch for there?
Well, Heather, the intelligence report really says that there will be intensified fighting, heavy shelling, not just in Donetsk, as you have mentioned, but in Luhansk as well. Very much a focus of Russian forces, really wanting to concentrate and consolidate their territory there and cut off supply lines. Essentially, there's a sliver of Ukrainian-held territory that separates what Russia holds to the north and the south. It's about 25 kilometers long, and right in there is the city of Severodonetsk. And that is what Russian forces really are concentrated on, according to the intelligence that the UK's defense ministry is releasing today. Russian troops really trying to surround the city with hundreds of tactical troops. They have made localized gains, but that area is still held by Ukrainian forces. It is in Ukrainian hands. Now, today, the governor of Luhansk is painting a picture of what the city of Severodonetsk is really enduring. He talked about heavy, very heavy, what he called chaotic and uninterrupted shelling in the old parts of the town. And his claim is that Russian troops and shelling is targeting residential areas, even a boarding school for children. And that was very much also the message from Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky in his latest address. He did mention Severodonetsk as one of the cities that is seeing massive fighting, really one of the worst hit in the Donbass area. He says Russian troops are trying to destroy all that is living there in that city and in some others in the Donbass. Nobody, says Zelensky, has destroyed Donbass as much as the Russian army is doing right now. Zelensky also reiterating what he has been saying for weeks now, that because of what he's seeing, Russia's treatment of Ukraine, of apparently targeting civilians, for him, it's making it very much harder to try to restart any sort of negotiations, a path to formal negotiations to somehow get to a ceasefire.
Salima, I mentioned in introducing you that this is day 90 of Russia's war on Ukraine. That's an incredible number, incredible milestone. And we are seeing this ongoing effort by Western leaders to support Ukraine. Joe Biden, the U.S. president this morning, keeping the focus on global efforts in the war. He's been meeting with Asian leaders. And what is he saying today?
That's right. Joe Biden in Tokyo to meet other leaders as part of the Indo-Pacific Alliance, known as the Quad, really created to counter China's aggression in that region. And so he was speaking of the Russian invasion and how it has shaken the global world order, very much highlighting a fight, he says, between democracies and autocracies. And he says the need for a free and open Indo-Pacific. The war is hanging over everything, Biden said. Take a listen.
At the same time, we're navigating a dark hour in our shared history. The Russian brutal and unprovoked war against Ukraine has triggered a humanitarian catastrophe, and innocent civilians have killed in the streets, and millions of refugees are internally displaced as well as exiled. This is more than just a European issue. It's a global issue.
Topic of conversation as well for the Quad was really how to send more humanitarian aid to Ukraine and how to counter really the global effects in terms of grain shortages, food shortages, and high energy prices across the world as a result of the Russian invasion of Ukraine. This is 20 other Western countries have pledged to send even more advanced weaponry to Ukraine to help them in that fight in the Donbass in particular. Missiles included in that stash of weapons, as well as a harpoon launcher to really help Ukraine protect its coast.
Salima, thank you very much. Salima Shivji is in our bureau in London.